Hey, greetings. Today I'm going to show you how to install Komodo Edit. It's a free programming editor for Linux, Mac OS X, and Windows systems. I know there are many choices that Ubuntu users have as far as editors concerned. And for many years I used Bluefish as my primary HTML and JavaScript editor. But recently some bugs, especially with cutting and pasting code, have made it almost unusable to me. In addition, because I'm using a netbook here and it has Ubuntu 13.04 installed, I want something that has a little low footprint like Bluefish, not as heavy as Eclipse or Aptana Studio, which are pretty good editors, but I just don't have the horsepower to run them. So I'm going to use this free editor from Active State. So I'm going to look it up in the Google, and here it is here. I'll click the link and go to their website. And here on this page they give you the features of the editor, and they compare it to Komodo IDE, the paid version of their product, which is pretty heavy-duty professional programming environment. But I'm interested in the free version right now, so I'll click the download button here. Here they show you it, version 8.02. I'm going to go ahead and download the free version here for Linux, 32-bit Linux. And as it starts to download, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because in the interest of time, I've already downloaded it, so we're going to use what I've already got. And they ask you to fill out some information here. I usually go ahead and do it. It's not much to ask for a quality product for free. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and close down Chrome because I'm going to need all the memory I can get. And here is the Komodo Edit free version 8.02 in my download directory. I'm going to right click this and extract the contents out of this compressed archive. This takes a few seconds. As you can see, I'm using an older HP 110 mini, so it doesn't zip as fast as my desktop. Alright, now here's the folder that was extracted from the archive. I'm going to rename this something else because I'm going to have to go to the command line shortly. So I'm just going to call it Komodo. Alright. I'm going to go now to the terminal, which I already opened in the interest of time. I'm going to go to the downloads directory. And the Komodo subdirectory. And in this directory are the files that were extracted out of the archive, a folder here and there, and some scripts. So I'm going to go ahead and execute this install bash shell script here. Okay, it asks me, do I want to accept the default directory? They're going to put it into the home directory, Komodo-edit-8. And you notice I didn't use sudo, so everything's going to be installed in the home directory, so I don't have to worry about permissions or anything like that. So I'm going to accept the default. So here it is. This takes a few seconds here. Okay, as far as I can tell, Ubuntu 13.04 does not include the menus application or menu utility that enables you to add programs to the system so that you can find it in the dash or add it to the launcher. But there are ways to run the program without that. We can ignore Unity dash or the launcher in order to run this program. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, and I can go ahead and delete this file since I don't need it anymore. Now, I could delete the archive, but knowing me, I'm going to have to redo this video. So we're going to go to the dash. Let's go ahead and minimize this. And we see here that the installer put an icon on the desktop. So I can run it by just double clicking it or right clicking it and pressing open. If you're using a touch device, I feel sorry for you trying to use this program. It's not touch enabled at all. Okay, take a few seconds to initialize and run. Okay, you start off with the start page, which has some information, some templates, some starter code for Perl, JavaScript, Node.js, Ruby. A little ad here wanting you to try out their flagship product, Komodo IDE. I'm sure it's a great product, but I can't afford it right now. And it's a bit overkill for what I use it for. So this start page, you can remove it once you're done, once you start to use the program, but I'll leave it there because it has news. When you update the program, there may be some interesting links there, and it doesn't get in the way. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a file here. And I have some HTML files here on the projects. And I'll get this one because I got alright. Hold down some more. Okay, here's something here. Okay, here's a file here. And it has the standard features you expect on a modern programming editor. You can collapse code if you like. It has this preview pane over here. If I had a larger screen, you could see some toolbar, terminal and console, error consoles down here at the bottom. But you can arrange your work into projects. Just the normal things you expect of a programming editor. You can program macros to help you run the program, to do things quickly that you do repetitively. It has a spell checker, which is pretty good. It has a pretty good search and replace program, and it seems to be pretty fast. The only bug is that if you're not careful with your settings, it'll do search and replace on everything within the directory that you're working in. So it'll replace everything. It'll go through all the files in that directory and subdirectory and search and replace. But once I figured out what was going on, I was able to change the settings, and that doesn't happen anymore. So we want to go ahead and add this to the launcher because I don't really like icons on the desktop. Back in my Windows and pre-Unity days, a cluttered desktop was the norm. But I'd rather get rid of it. So I'm going to just delete this. And as I start the dash up here, the launcher, I see Komodo Edit icon here. So I just right click it. I'm going to lock it to the launcher. So now anytime I want to run the program, it's right there. I don't have to worry about going through the dash and trying to find it. Let's just see if it's there. I could be wrong. Nope. Komodo. Sorry, nothing matches. Okay, so that's my demonstration on how to install the Komodo Edit programming editor on Ubuntu 13.04.